Alright, my friends, welcome to episode 38 of Let's Play Cities Skylines Trinity, in which we turn on this thing and see and watch it work. Because in our last episode, which you actually saw, thanks to technology working for once, we built this awesome little interchange, and I do gotta say, this is one of my favorites in recent memories that I built. It looks nice, it's completely functional, doesn't take up that much room, and it perfectly preserves this little farmhouse, which is now in the middle of all this transportation infrastructure. It's pretty wild. So we still have a non-functional thingy over here, so we're gonna go ahead and get that all hooked up. Man, don't I hate power lines. Don't I hate these bastards. Okay. But, there we go. We got power. Also having the added benefit of hooking this damn thing up, which is overdue. Okay. So now that we've done that, you just watch. The cars, the trucks are going to be rolling in. That's a cruise ship. It's going to the regular harbor. But just to demonstrate all of this stuff working in harmony, and also to give you a view of what you missed on the Dead episode, we are going to come over here. We are going to start a car drive here, and we are going to drive to our new harbor. So are you ready? Of course you are. Here we go. And by the way, very importantly, everyone, this is episode 1999. Yes, that's right. The next episode is going to be the big old milestone of 2000. And I will be making a little special video for you. Nothing too earth-shattering, but I think it should be nice and pleasant. Just a little acknowledgement of this pretty hefty milestone. Now, I have had comments saying, oh, you've already passed 2,000, or things like that, and it is true that the way that YouTube counts videos is very inconsistent and strange. So, based on what you look at, the video totals are going to be slightly different. But I got my number by doing the most pure thing I could do, which I go into my video manager, and it tells me how many videos I have in total. And then all I have to do is subtract the unlisted and private videos, and then I get the total number of public videos, which I consider to be the true and honest, real tally. So, that is, it's possible I might be off by a little bit, but you know what? This is my official tally, and this is... And next video will be video 1000, or 2000 rather, and that's going to be when the celebration is. So, I hope all of you are excited for that. Yes, it should be a pretty simple and straightforward type of video. I think nothing fancy. But we get to go under this intersection, this crazy wild boy. And now we cross across the smaller of the two rivers. I really do like how there's a suspension bridge over the turnpike. Yeah, it is a pretty crazy thing. Okay, and pretty soon we should be seeing what we're about to come up to. Yep. You can't see it on the right, but it's there, and the exit is going to be popping up at any moment. There we go. And down. And there might not be many people here yet, but I promise you, it's going to take a rather short amount of time for this whole thing to be absolutely cray-cray. I wonder if anyone's here at all yet. I don't see anyone. But they're coming. They're coming, I promise you. Oh, yep, they're already getting off. So, here we are. Yeah, they're all... And all that come out must come back. And let's see where they go as they go up here. Well, some of them are going on each. The good thing about this is it does give you more or less direct access to the turnpike through this exit here. So that could be said to be pretty useful. So, man, now that we have that big project done, we are now free to do other things. Oh my goodness. Freedom is a weird sensation, isn't it? Well, first of all, I was thinking we need to booster our industrial zones. And I want to work in this area. This is sort of, you know, in the original Trinity, this corner of the map was kind of an industrial hub anyway. So I'm thinking in this map it could be also. I'm having some ideas. Okay, first of all we have to pause all this though, because demolitions are going to be happening. So sorry for all of you driving on this road, but demolitions are occurring. And let's see, we're going to keep this pretty tight. In the words of Austin Creed. Or is it Apollo Creed? There's an Austin Creed, there's an Apollo Creed, and there's an Apollo Cruise. It's all very confusing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. It's not... There won't be a test later. It's okay. Alright, so... This is our turnpike exit, and we have to keep the integrity of the turnpike system in place. Very important. Well, that's way too close. There we go. And I actually want... No, I don't want that. I want... This is going to come around like this. It's going to start here. And I actually want people over here to be able to access the turnpike directly, so we're going to have a little bit of a... Well, you know what? We might as well put this road straight back the way it was, like originally, more or less. There. Wow, that's a wild turn. But who cares? Actually, we could probably do it a little higher up. We'll experiment here. Oh man. Yeah, right after you pay your toll, you have your options. Seems to make sense to me. Alright. And also, this is very hilly, we can't forget that. I also think we should have some sort of bridge over the turnpike. And let's use the terrain to our advantage. I like the shape of that bridge, don't you? Oh yes, of course you do. Yep, using terrain and all the good stuff to our advantage. And of course the turnpike can take them directly to the cargo harbor. And it really is going to be the best route, unless I want to get off here, but then they'd have to get on back somewhere, so they wouldn't be doing that. Okay, yeah, the turnpike system might actually turn out to be pretty good, not just an aesthetic bit of niceness. Now, we're going to be demolishing some damn power lines. And I'm not entirely certain where I want this to go. I'm not sure if I want this to connect all the way to here or not. I probably do eventually. But I don't think I want to bother with that today. We're going to see how things go in the longer term. Okay. You play nice with our exit. There we go. Now we can demolish all this. We are undoing our power lines slowly as we go. And like I said, I think I want the ability to get on the turnpike from over here too. So all you have to do is and there we go. Everyone merges along and is happy. So what I'm thinking of doing, and keep in mind this might become permanent, I don't know. It might just be temporary. But we're going to connect this avenue with this highway directly. I'll show you how. We have this. And we have this. Then we effectively have an exit onto there. Of course, if it's not done exactly right, then we will have problems. And unfortunately, in order for it to be done exactly right, it's going to look a little bit oogly. Just a little. Meaning that this lines up directly with the center rather than the side as it should. But such compromises will have to be made. And despite the slight ugliness, this actually makes a direct and permanent link. So that's good. And we can unpause things now, by the way, as people try to orient themselves and figure out where they are. You know, it's kind of funny that the word orient is used for that purpose when oriental means east. What if you're trying to orient yourself but you don't want to go east? What if you want to go west? Then are you trying to occident yourself? Oh ho ho, you better not have an accident while you are occidenting yourself. Alright, well I think we have enough good stuff here to spread this out. One more block, including down here, why not? And there we go. Happy times. And look, they're jumping at the chance to develop here. Okay. And now... oh, I hate when it does this. You see what it does here? It doesn't line up nicely and neatly. But, oh well. Who cares that much, right? Next thing we're going to do, let's upgrade this road here. I'm sure everyone will be happy to do that. And now, yeah, look at all this. Now, where are these guys going? Oh, they're just collecting garbage, aren't they? Yeah, but this is kind of fun here. But yeah, what I want to do is to develop this area more fully. Oink. Yoink. And a little bit of imprecision is not a terrible thing. In fact, giving some breathing room might actually be better for the long term. Okay. Yeah, a lot of traffic, but it's not enough to make things despawn, at least not yet. But yeah, the purpose of this highway is basically just to be sort of an industrial route for trucks and such to get around. And would you believe it, we have to adjust this damn thing once again. Man, oh man, do I hate power lines. A little known fact. Okay, we didn't have to destroy it that time. But we have the ability to have, let's see. Yep, we have our oil district. Oh, look at this. I didn't know they got cool colors in this mode, but this is oil district number 2. Look at those birdsong hills. Like, I like cutesy names, plenty fine. I don't mind them. But here's something like Birdsong Hills. I mean, that's just like, that's diabetes. That's a diabetes name. Like, I think you will actually get diabetes if you say Birdsong Hills too many times in too short of a time. So, I want to caution you, just, if you have to say it, don't say it often, and if you have to say it again, wait a little bit, you know? Boop. Yep, we're gonna have all of our connecting stuff. Strawberry Heights. That's okay. It's not quite as much diabetes as B Song Hills. That's just instant. Instant insulin shock or whatever. I don't know. Don't know what happens to people with diabetes. It's not pleasant though, so, you know. all the sympathy in the world to those poor guys who have to suffer from that. All right. Well, there's Strawberry Heights. It needs a bit of a power hookup, doesn't it? And yeah, this is working as intended. Let's see, is anyone staying in the left lane? Well, no one's turning left yet, so maybe that's kind of a non sequitur. So, oh, by the way, some of it's actually outside the boundaries. Oh, that's alright. It can just be regular. So, we've added more ore. We can possibly add more farms, but I kind of want to do it somewhere else. I kind of want to do it out in the boonies. There's a surprising amount of traffic for this small little place over here. But yeah, let's actually go ahead. Let's make them dirt roads too. I kind of feel like dirt roads and farms just go together, even if they are technically industrial zones and function much more like industrial zones of other types than they do like actual working farms, which is still something that I think this game falls short on. You know, I might praise this game, but it's not perfect. But it's damn sure better than, you know what, the game that shall not be mentioned. And no, don't call it Birdsong Hills the game, because even that is giving it far more credit than it deserves. This has so much traffic that I think that it might be time to consider an upgrade. And not just the traffic it has now, but the traffic it will eventually have. Let's even do that. But there we go. I like that. And then they have to sort of pick which way they're going when they're down there. But yeah, I do imagine that a lot of people are going to be actually cutting through the town to get here. And that might be a problem. But we possibly might do something about it. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, there's actually not that good of farm territory over here. But I think it's actually going to work out a-okay for us. So, yeah, let's develop a farm area. Pleasant Park. Well, pleasant indeed. It's going to be full of farms. It's not full of stars, it's full of farms. And, of course, water and power. Needed for the most pleasant of all parks to be developed. Might take a long time. I don't know if there's much demand for farm territories. And we, of course, we have to uglify our area once again with a stupid power line. But that's okay. And I also think they're close enough to services that they're not going to be freaking out. I mean, maybe not, but hey, things are already growing. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's, well, first of all, you see this? You see, I told you. It hasn't even been that long, and already we have some pretty massive lines queuing up to use the cargo harbor. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of this episode, I believe. And next time we all get together here on this same bat time, on the same bat channel, I guess, we are going to be celebrating episode 2000. And, well, apart from that, we are also going to be, after that, when we get back to City Skylines, of course, what I mean is we are going to be actually starting to slowly develop once again. I think it's time to build a few more towns near rail stations. It's going to be time to expand some of the towns we already have and maybe make some suburbs. It might be time to make things a little bit more low-key. But we might also work on more rails. We might even work on a little bit more highways. You know, for instance, this one has to eventually be finished. Come out over here somewhere. But we'll think about that later. Okay, but I think we're going to be going around doing small developments next time. So, I hope you are looking forward to that. And I will see all you fine people later. So, good night.